So as we're approaching season 5 and having aired nearly 50 episodes of Becoming Unapologetically Me, I wanted to bring even more boldness and even less apology to the visual aspects of the Becoming Unapologetically Me podcast. I felt that as the conversations get bolder, it's really important that our visual branding keeps up with that. So I hope you're enjoying what you've seen and keep your eyes open for much, much more coming on that front, being bigger, bolder, less and less apologetic about who we are in the quest to become unapologetically me. So seasons 3 and 4 have absolutely blown my socks off. Every single guest that I've spoken to, and there have been lots from many different walks of life, but everyone has inspired me at some level, and many of those really profoundly. But what I've noticed through these 2 seasons is there's been one message that's come through loud and clear. It may have had a slightly different nuance each time, but that message was there. There's no question that we are living in a burnout culture. We can argue about whether that came about as a result of the pandemic of 2020 and from there on, or whether it was happening in any case. But the truth is, we are all trying to do more in our professional lives, in our personal lives, in our friendships, our relationships, with our health. I read a statistic today that certainly in the UK, more people than ever are prioritizing their health with a gym membership. And I'm all here for that. But when we're trying to do everything, as one guest in season 5 talks about, we were presented with this big buffet table of everything that we could possibly choose from. But we didn't get the memo that you don't have to take all of it. You can maybe select the bits of that are the most appealing to you. The result is, whether we like it or not, today we are living in a burnout culture. The message that has come across loud and clear to me is the importance of being rather than doing. And that's so important whether we're talking about our physical health, our mental health, our emotional or our spiritual health. All aspects of who we are currently experiencing burnout. And that's not just one person here or there. It's a literal pandemic of burnout. And so hearing the different perspectives from my guests of ways that we can start to reframe that and start to live a different life, that has been so inspiring. Another thing that I learned this season is that the biggest single regret of dying people is when they felt that they've tried to live a life trying to please other people, or in other words, in my words, not living as your most unapologetic self. I really don't want this for anyone. The messages that we're sharing through these podcasts, through these conversations, these really need to be heard. So please think about, who are those 2 people that you care most about in this world? And please share an episode with them and give them the opportunity to also become their most unapologetic versions of themselves.